Your mind won't stop racing. You've been lying there for what feels like hours, replaying conversations, planning tomorrow, worrying about things you can't control right now. The harder you try to sleep, the more awake you feel. Tonight, that changes. I'm going to guide you through a carefully designed journey that works with your restless mind instead of fighting against it. In the next 20 minutes, you'll move through a progression that gently redirects all that mental energy, allowing sleep to arrive naturally. No forcing, no frustration. But first, let's set you up properly. Adjust your pillows until your head feels genuinely supported. Pull your blankets to whatever weight feels right. If you need to shift positions, do it now. Get everything just comfortable enough that you can forget about your body for a while. Take one full breath in through your nose. Hold it for just a moment. Then let it go through your mouth with an audible sigh. Do that again. One more time. Good. Now I want you to notice something. Your mind is probably still busy, still churning through thoughts. That's completely fine. Expected even. Because here's what most sleep advice gets wrong. They tell you to clear your mind, to think of nothing, to stop the thoughts. That's like telling someone not to think about a white elephant. The moment you try not to think, you're already thinking about trying not to think. So we're taking a different approach. We're going to give your mind something specific to focus on, a path to follow that's engaging enough to hold your attention, but calm enough to let you drift. Think of it as redirecting a river instead of trying to dam it up. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Behind your closed eyelids, there's darkness. But it's not empty darkness. If you pay attention, you might notice subtle variations. Maybe slight colors, maybe patterns, maybe just different shades of dark. Don't strain to see anything. Just acknowledge that even in darkness, there's something to observe. Your breath is still happening. You don't have to control it anymore. Just notice it. Notice where you feel it most. Maybe it's the coolness in your nostrils. Maybe it's your chest rising. Maybe it's your belly expanding. Wherever you feel it clearest, rest your attention there for 3 breaths. Now here's where things start to shift. Imagine that with each exhale, a tiny amount of tension leaves your body. Not all of it, not even most of it, just a small release. So subtle you might barely notice, but it's happening. Your next 3 exhales, imagine that release getting slightly more noticeable. Let's travel through your body, but not in the way you'd expect. We're not going to methodically scan from head to toe. Instead, I'm going to mention different areas, and you're just going to check in with them briefly. No judgment, no trying to fix anything. Just a quick hello. Check in with your jaw. Is it clenched? You don't have to unclench it. Just notice. Now your shoulders. Holding tension? Just observe. Your hands. Are they curled into fists or open? Whatever they're doing is fine. Here's what's happening. By simply noticing without trying to change things, you're creating a subtle shift in your nervous system. Awareness without effort. Observation without control. Your body interprets this as safety, and safety is the foundation of sleep. Think back to the last time you fell asleep easily. You probably weren't trying. You were reading or watching something, or just lying there, and sleep arrived like an unexpected guest. It showed up because you weren't guarding the door. You weren't waiting anxiously. You were occupied with something else, and sleep slipped in quietly. That's what we're creating here. A gentle occupation of your mind that leaves the door unguarded. Now I want you to imagine a color. Any color that feels calm to you. Don't overthink it. First color that comes to mind. Got it. Picture that color as a soft mist, and this mist is slowly filling the room you're in. It's not thick or suffocating. It's gentle, like early morning fog. As it fills the space, it brings with it a quality of deep calm. Breathe in, and imagine breathing in some of that colored mist. It travels into your lungs, and from there, it begins to spread through your bloodstream. Slowly, gradually, this calm color is circulating through your entire body. You don't have to visualize every detail. Just hold the general idea. Colored mist, spreading calm, moving through you. Your thinking mind might interrupt. It might say this is silly, or remind you about tomorrow's meeting, or wonder if you locked the back door. When that happens, and it will, just acknowledge the thought. Don't fight it. Say to yourself, that's a thought, and then gently return to the colored mist. Each time you return, you're training your mind, not to be empty, but to be redirectable. That's the skill that leads to sleep, not the absence of thoughts, but the ability to guide your attention somewhere else. The mist has filled your body now. You're breathing calmly. Your muscles have released just a bit more than they had before. And now, we're going to take this a step further. We're going to create a journey, a place for your mind to explore that's peaceful enough to let your body finally rest. In a moment, I'm going to describe a path, a simple path that leads somewhere specific. As I describe it, don't strain to see every detail. Let the images form loosely, like remembering a dream. Some parts will be clear, others vague. That's perfect. The path begins at your feet. You're standing on soft ground, not quite sand, not quite grass, something in between. The temperature is perfect, not warm, not cool, just neutral, like the air has no opinion about your presence. You take a step forward. The path is wide enough that you don't have to watch where you're going. Your feet know the way somehow. On either side, there's gentle darkness, not the scary kind, the kind that feels like privacy, like the world has drawn curtains around you, not to trap you, but to give you space. Another step. Your breathing has settled into a rhythm now. You're not controlling it anymore. It's just happening. The way your heart beats without instruction. The path slopes downward slightly. Not steep, just a gentle decline, the kind that makes walking easier, not harder. With each step down, you're moving away from something. The day, maybe, the noise, the endless list of things that needed doing. You notice a sound now. Water. Somewhere in the distance. Not rushing or crashing. Just the quiet lapping of water against something solid. A shore, perhaps, or the edge of a dock. Here's what most people don't realize about sleep. It's not something you do. It's something you allow. Every time you've tried to force it, tried to make it happen, it moved further away. But right now, you're not trying. You're just walking this path, noticing things. And that's exactly right. The path curves gently to the left. You follow it without thinking. Ahead, there's a faint glow, not bright, more like the last light of day or the first light of dawn. That in-between time when the world holds its breath, your shoulders drop another inch. You didn't tell them to. They just did. The sound of water is closer now. You can almost feel the moisture in the air, cool and clean, the kind of air that makes breathing feel purposeful, like each breath is actually nourishing something deep inside you. You're moving slower now, not because you're tired, though you are, because there's no rush. The path isn't going anywhere. It's been here before you arrived, and it'll be here long after. It's patient. It can wait. Think about the last time you felt truly relaxed. Not entertained, not distracted, but actually relaxed. Your muscles loose, your mind quiet. That feeling exists in your body right now. It's not something you have to import from memory. It's already there, waiting for you to notice it. The path opens up ahead. The darkness on either side pulls back, and you can see you're approaching the water's edge. It's a lake, perfectly still. The surface reflects that same soft glow from the sky, doubling the light without making it harsh. There's a bench here, simple, wooden, facing the water. It's been here a long time, weathered but sturdy. You sit down without deciding to. Your body just lowers itself onto the bench, and the wood is smooth and cool beneath you. From here, you can see across the lake, not far. The opposite shore is visible, but indistinct. Soft shapes of trees, maybe, or hills. It doesn't matter. What matters is the water between you and them. That expanse of stillness. You're breathing slower now. Each inhale takes longer than the last. Not because you're making it happen, because your body is settling into a deeper rhythm. The rhythm it knows, the one it's been trying to find all day. Watch the water. See how it barely moves, just the tiniest ripples, so small you might be imagining them. That's your mind right now. Thoughts still arriving, but smaller, less insistent, like ripples instead of waves. Your eyelids are heavy, not uncomfortably, just weighted like they've been working hard and they're ready to rest. Let them close if they want to, or keep them open. Either way is fine. The air smells clean here, like rain that hasn't fallen yet, like earth and water and growing things. With each breath, you're pulling that cleanness inside you, and it's washing through you. Gentle, thorough. You might notice your thoughts starting to drift. 1 second you're here on the bench. The next you're thinking about something else entirely. Something random. That's not a problem. That's actually the beginning. That's your conscious mind starting to step aside, letting the deeper parts take over. The water is so still now, it looks solid, like you could walk across it. But you're not going anywhere. You're staying right here on this bench at the edge of this lake, while the soft light holds steady and the air moves gently across your skin. Your body knows what to do next. It's done this thousands of times. Every night of your life, your body has found its way to sleep. It doesn't need instructions. It just needs you to stop instructing it. So stop. Let your attention rest on the water. Let your breathing continue at whatever pace it's chosen. Let your muscles release whatever they're still holding. You're not in charge anymore. You're just here, present, observing. The bench supports you completely. The earth beneath it supports the bench. Everything is held, including you. There's a stillness growing now. Not outside you, inside. Like the lake has somehow moved into your chest, and all that calm water is filling the spaces where tension used to live. You're so close now, right at the edge, and all you have to do is let yourself tip forward into it. Not literally, just mentally. Just stop holding on to being awake. The water doesn't pull you, it receives you, like you've always been falling toward it, and only now noticed, your thoughts scatter like birds at dusk, lifting away in small groups, then gone. What remains isn't emptiness, it's space, room for something quieter. Your chest rises and falls, and you've stopped tracking when. Time feels different here, stretched thin like honey. One moment lasting several seconds, or maybe the other way around. You can't tell anymore, and that's exactly right. Let yourself sink heavier into the bench. Feel how your shoulder blades press against the wood, how your hands rest wherever they landed. Palms up or down, doesn't matter. They've let go of their job. There's a sound now, barely there. Like wind through grass, except there's no grass and no wind. Just the impression of movement without anything actually moving. It's coming from the water maybe, or from inside your own ears. That low hum your body makes when everything else goes quiet. You're listening to yourself from the inside. Most people never hear this. They're too loud, too busy, too awake. But you're none of those things now. You're becoming transparent. Thoughts pass through instead of sticking. That thing you were worried about earlier, it's still there somewhere, but it's behind glass now. You can see it, but you can't touch it, and it can't touch you. Not here, not now. Watch what happens when you stop trying to stay present. Your attention drifts sideways. You're at the lake, and then you're remembering something from years ago. A room you haven't thought about in forever. The way light came through a specific window. Then you're back at the lake. Then you're nowhere. Just a warm, floating feeling. No images attached. This is the doorway. This drifting, your conscious mind thinks it's supposed to fight this. Keep you focused, keep you here. But here is the problem. Here is where awake lives. You need to go there instead, wherever your mind just went when you weren't looking. That's the direction. Your breathing has changed again, without asking permission. Shallow now. The kind of breathing you do when you're already most of the way gone. Your body is practicing, rehearsing sleep while you're still technically awake. Smart body. It knows the way even when you forget. There's a heaviness in your limbs now that wasn't there before. Not tiredness, exactly. More like gravity increased, but only for you. Like you're twice as heavy as you were 5 minutes ago. Your arms couldn't lift even if they wanted to. They don't want to. Nothing wants to move. Everything wants to stay exactly like this, weighted and still and safe. The light across the water is dimming, not dramatically, just gradually, the way afternoon becomes evening when you're not paying attention. The sky going from pale to softer, the glow pulling itself back degree by degree. You're dimming too. Your awareness, the brightness of your thoughts, everything turning down together, like someone's hand is on a dial, rotating it slowly counterclockwise. You might hear your own breathing now, not loud, just present. The air moving in and out of you like tide, except tide has rhythm, and yours is starting to lose its pattern. Irregular. A deep breath, then shallow ones. Long pause, then quick catch-up. That's your system letting go of conscious control, autopilot taking over. The part of you that breathes when you're sleeping, when you're not here to supervise. Trust it. It's been doing this since before you were born. Your first breath happened without you deciding. So will all the ones tonight while you're under. The bench beneath you feels softer now, even though wood doesn't soften. Your perception is changing, edges blurring, the boundary between you and the bench getting fuzzy. You're not sure where you end and it begins. Same with the air. It's touching your skin, but also you're made of it somehow. Everything connected, everything part of the same thing. You've been here longer than you realize. Time folded while you weren't looking. What felt like moments might have been much longer. Or maybe no time passed at all. Maybe you've been sitting here forever and only just noticed. The stillness inside you has weight now. Presence. It's not the absence of something. It's its own thing. Solid and real and filling you completely. No room left for anything else. No room for worry or planning or remembering what you forgot to do. Just this. Just stillness that has substance. Your eyelids are closed. You don't remember closing them, but they are. And behind them, there's darkness. But it's not empty darkness. It's full, dense, like the air itself thickened into something you could almost touch. Colors move through it sometimes. Deep purple, darker blue. Not images, just washes of color with no shape. You're watching them the way you'd watch clouds. No effort. No trying to see anything specific. Just letting whatever appears appear, and then letting it go. Your body has disappeared, not gone, just irrelevant. You can't feel your feet anymore, can't locate your hands. Your face is just a vague sense of something at the top of you. This is good. This is right. The body goes first, then the mind follows. Thoughts are coming slower now. Big gaps between them. In those gaps, there's nothing. Pure nothing. And it doesn't scare you. It's the most comfortable nothing you've ever felt. Like sinking into warm water. Like being held without anyone holding you. You're going to let the next gap last longer. When this thought ends, you're not going to rush to start another one. You're going to rest in the space between. Ready? This thought is ending now, and you're going to let yourself fall into what comes after it. Nothing. That's where you are now. Not nowhere. Not empty space. Just nothing, in the way that sleep is nothing before dreams start. Pure rest without content. Your mind isn't making anything happen, isn't building scenarios or replaying conversations. It's just dark and still, and that's enough. More than enough. It's everything. The bench is gone now. Or you've merged with it completely. Doesn't matter which. You're supported by something, but you can't name what. Can't locate where the support is coming from. It's just there, holding you without effort, the way water holds a leaf. No strain, no work, just natural buoyancy that doesn't require anything from you. Somewhere far away, there's a world. People moving through rooms, cars on streets, lights in windows. But it's not your world right now. You've stepped out of it, stepped behind it maybe. You're in the space between moments, the pause between heartbeats. And there's no hurry to step back in, no deadline, no one waiting. Just this, just the dark and the stillness and the feeling of being held by nothing you can name. Your breathing is barely happening, shallow, slow. The kind of breathing you do in the deepest part of sleep, your body taking only what it needs and nothing more. Efficient, quiet, like it's trying not to disturb the stillness. And maybe it is. Maybe your whole system knows that this is sacred somehow. This rest, this letting go. So it's moving carefully, gently, treating this moment like something fragile. There's no light behind your eyelids anymore. The colors stopped. Now it's just black. Thick black. The kind you get in caves deep underground where no light has ever reached. And it's not frightening. It's safe. Like being inside something. Wrapped up, protected from everything outside. You could stay here. You could live in this darkness and be completely fine, better than fine, whole. Thoughts don't come anymore. You've dropped below the layer where thoughts happen. This is the foundation, the basement of consciousness, where there's just being, just existing without commentary. No voice in your head narrating what's happening. No observer watching yourself experience this. Just direct experience with no middleman. Raw, immediate, true. Your heartbeat is distant. A quiet drum somewhere in the background. You're not in your chest anymore, so the sound reaches you from far away. Muffled, like hearing music through walls. It's steady though, reliable, keeping time even though time isn't really moving. Each beat marks a moment, but the moments aren't going anywhere. They're stacking on top of each other, building a tower of now, and you're somewhere in the middle of it, suspended, held in place by the accumulation of present moments. Sleep is close, right there. You can feel it like you'd feel someone standing behind you, present, patient, not pushing, just waiting for you to notice. And you do notice. You turn toward it the way a plant turns towards sun. Natural, automatic, no decision involved. Your whole system orienting itself toward rest, toward shutdown, toward the kind of sleep that repairs things you didn't know were broken. The stillness has texture now. You can feel its grain like wood, its weight like stone. It's not abstract anymore. It's physical, real, pressing against you from all sides. Or maybe you're pressing into it. Hard to tell. The boundary dissolved. You and the stillness trading places, becoming each other, until there's no difference, no separation. Just one thing that's both you and not you at the same time. Everything is slowing. Your pulse, your breath, the movement of blood through veins, the firing of neurons, all of it downshifting, gearing down, moving towards stop without ever quite stopping, approaching zero but never arriving, asymptotic, getting closer and closer to complete rest without losing the tiny spark that keeps you alive, that keeps you here, that thin thread of awareness that hasn't snapped yet but is getting thinner, finer, almost invisible. You're not holding on to anything anymore. Not consciousness, not control, not the day or tomorrow or any plan you made. Your hands are open, metaphorically, actually, both. Everything you were gripping has slipped through your fingers and fallen away. And there's relief in that. Massive relief. The relief of finally putting down weight you didn't realize you were carrying. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches. Muscles you didn't know were tight release. Uncoil. Soften into something that barely qualifies as muscle anymore. Just tissue, just material, just matter arranged in the shape of you, but without the tension that usually defines that shape. The last thing to go is the sense of self. The quiet knowledge that you're you, that there's someone here experiencing this. It's fading, thinning out, like fog burning off in sun. Soon, there won't be anyone here to notice what's happening. Just happening without a witness. Just sleep without a sleeper. Just darkness that doesn't need eyes to see it. And that's the final surrender, the last thing you let go of. The idea that there's a you separate from all this, separate from the bench and the night and the stillness and the dark. You're not separate. You never were. You're made of the same stuff, woven from the same fabric. And now you're returning to it, dissolving back into the pattern, becoming indistinguishable from everything else that's resting. That's still. That's finally letting go. Sleep takes you now, not roughly, gently, the way night takes the sky, gradually, inevitably, completely, and you're gone before you know you're going, already under, already somewhere else, already nowhere at all. You won't remember crossing over. That's how it works. One moment you're barely here, the next you're not here at all. The transition is seamless, invisible, like stepping from one room into another through a doorway you didn't see. And now you're in deep, proper sleep, the kind that does actual work, that fixes things and files things away and lets your system reset completely. Your brain is doing what it needs to do now, sorting through the day, processing what happened, storing what matters and discarding what doesn't, all without your input, all without your permission. It knows its job. It's been doing this longer than you've been alive. Every cell in your body is resting now, repair mode activated, growth hormones releasing, immune system strengthening. All the maintenance that only happens when you're completely offline, when consciousness steps aside and lets the automatic processes take over. This is why you needed to stop fighting, why trying harder was making it worse. Sleep doesn't respond to effort. It responds to release, to surrender, to finally getting out of your own way. And you did that. You walked the path. You sat by the water. You let the stillness fill you. You stopped being the person who can't sleep and became the person who's already sleeping. That shift happened somewhere back there. You don't know when. Doesn't matter. What matters is you're here now, deep in it, safe in it, held by it. Your restless mind found what it was looking for, not answers, not solutions, just permission to stop, to rest, to let someone else drive for a while. And it will, all night, while you're under. Your body knows the way home. It always has.